On the 14th of August 2020 at about 6 o'clock in the morning, the fishing vessel Havstein capsized in Sunnmøre. It was flat sea, no wind, no waves, really nice conditions. This is where it happened. At the moment of the capsizing, Havstein was pumping in mackerel from the purse seine. They were fishing for mackerel with the purse seine. When the tanks on board were about 70% full, Havstein started to heel a lot over to one side and capsized within moments. The 4 crew members, they were rescued by another vessel in the vicinity. No people were injured, but Havstein was left lying with her bow just above water, as we can see in the picture here. Havstein was built in 2019 and was 12 by 0.99 long by 5.4 meters wide. She had a cargo hold just above 30 cubic meters, and this cargo hold was divided in 3 by 2 longitudinal bulkheads, as we see here on the figure. Now, as we know, when a liquid can move sideways in a tank on a vessel, it causes the ship's stability to be decreased, what we call free surface moments or slack tanks. Now, the effect of slack tank increases with the width of the tank. And because of this, you use longitudinal bulkheads, as we have here on Havstein, to limit the width of tanks. On Havstein, the longitudinal bulkheads had hatches. Now, these hatches were supposed to be closed when the cargo hold was in use, but they were left open. This means that when the level in the tank came above the hatches, liquid, a combination of water and mackerel, could run freely between the 3 hatches that were the 3 holds that were supposed to be separate. So water could flow to the low side. And the slack tank effect, the free surface moment when this occurred, was so great that the GM became 0 or negative and Havstein capsized. Not good at all. In the Norwegian Maritime Authority went into this matter to find out, because new fishing vessels are not supposed to capsize with no apparent reason. So they put in a lot of effort to find the root cause of this this sinking. Now, when the hatches between the cargo holds were open, it meant that Havstein, in practice, it just had 1 big cargo hold instead of 3 narrow ones. When you divide a cargo hold into 3 using longitudinal bulkheads, the slack tank effect is reduced to 1/9 of what it would be if you didn't have any longitudinal bulkheads. So, if you had the bulkheads without hatches, you would have a slack tank effect that would decrease the GM a little bit. But when the longitudinal bulkheads were not effective, as was the case on Havstein, it causes the slack tank effect to increase 9-fold. So stability was dramatically reduced. In the safety bulletin from the Maritime Authority, they conclude vessel owners that have vessels with similar hatches in longitudinal bulkheads in cargo holds have to remove these hatches and make them permanently watertight so that the stability requirements are fulfilled.